Let's get right into it. Number 9. Your phone. Yes, even on silent. Your phone doesn't belong in your bedroom. I don't care if it's your alarm, your podcast machine, or your late-night doom-scrolling device. It's quietly roasting your brain like a slow-cooked pork shoulder. Here's the sciencey bit. The blue light from your screen tells your brain, "Oi, it's noon." Even if it's 1 a.m., your poor melatonin levels get sucker punched. And suddenly your "just one more TikTok" turns into, "Why am I hallucinating? My toaster is speaking French." And let's not forget notification anxiety. Even on silent mode, your brain's on edge, waiting, expecting, like a caffeinated meerkat listening for a ding. It's hypervigilance with a side of insomnia. But it's my alarm clock, you protest. Okay. Counterpoint. $15 at Kmart will get you a clock that doesn't show you news about collapsing economies and exes who just got hot. In summary, if your phone's the first thing you see in the morning and the last thing before bed, congrats, you're dating it. But it's toxic, and you need to break up. Number 8, mirrors facing the bed, if you're into vibes. Now, I'm not saying ghosts are real, but I am saying there's something deeply unsettling about waking up at 3 a.m., half asleep, and seeing a blurry humanoid shape in the mirror, which turns out to be you, but your brain's already wetting itself. Some people say it's bad feng shui. Mirrors facing your bed allegedly bounce energy around like a ping pong match on Red Bull, disturbing your sleep and leaving you feeling like you've been emotionally mugged. And if you're even slightly prone to sleep paralysis, a mirror is just asking for trouble. Picture it. You wake up, can't move, and see something in the mirror. Is it your reflection? Is it a demon? Who knows? Either way, you're not sleeping again till Thursday? Sure, if you're a rational type who loves reflective surfaces and doesn't mind a bit of nighttime paranoia, go wild. But if you've ever mistaken your own dressing gown for a ghoul, maybe rethink the bedroom horror movie vibes. Number 7, your ex's stuff. You knew this was coming. Ah, yes, the hoodie, the photo, the emotionally charged shoebox under your bed like it's a shrine to poor decisions and scented memories. Keeping your ex's things in your bedroom is like leaving the emotional back door wide open. Every time you see that object, your brain goes on a nostalgia bender. Suddenly, you're replaying old fights, sad songs, and wondering if that text really meant, "I miss you," or just, "I'm drunk." Not exactly the bedtime vibe we're going for. Even if you've moved on, those objects still carry psychological weight. They interrupt closure, they stir up emotional gunk, they mess with your sense of self like an old mixtape you should have deleted. So be brave, do the purge, burn the candle, bin the hoodie, chuck the memory box in the bin where it belongs. Your new emotionally available future self will high-five you in your dreams. Number 6, stuff under your bed. Yes, it counts. Think out of sight, get out of mind. Not quite. Your brain knows what's under there, and it's judging you for it. Shoeboxes of tangled cables, random gift bags. The suitcase from your last trip in 2019 that still has a pair of socks and one lonely charger, even though you can't see it. Your subconscious registers it as visual clutter, and clutter equals low-key stress. In feng shui, yeah, we're going there. Underbed storage blocks energy flow. In psychology, it just makes your sleep space feel cramped, like you're subconsciously bracing for chaos. It's like sleeping on top of a buried guilt pile. Plus, it becomes a dust trap. And if you've got allergies, say good day to the late-night sniffles and a sneeze symphony that wakes the whole household. So, unless you're hiding gold bars or a portal to Narnia, maybe do a quick clean out. Or at least make peace with the fact that under your bed lives a rogue sock army with nothing to lose. Number 5, your work laptop. Anxiety in a rectangle. Let's have a quick chat about boundaries. Not the emotional kind, the physical ones. Like, say, not dragging your job into the one place that's meant to be your sanctuary. When your work laptop is parked on your bedside table, it's like sleeping next to your boss. A quiet, glowing rectangle whispering, "Hey, don't forget those emails you didn't answer." Cheers for that. Greg. Psychologists call this stimulus control. Basically, your brain links places with activities. Bed, sleep, office, spreadsheets, and awkward Zoom silences. And if you start mixing them up, your brain gets confused. It's like trying to nap in a conference room while someone reads financial reports out loud. Plus, even looking at your work stuff before bed can spike cortisol, the stress hormone that says, time to panic. Not exactly a lullaby, is it? So unless you enjoy insomnia flavored with capitalism, move the laptop to literally anywhere else. preferably under a heavy blanket in a locked cupboard. Number 4, too many pillows. Yes, there is such a thing. Pillows are great until they become a fluffy avalanche threatening to suffocate you in your sleep. Some of you out there are sleeping with 5, 6, 10 pillows like you're trying to cosplay as a marshmallow. But unless you're building a fortress or prepping for a nap-based heist, it's probably overkill. Too many pillows. Cluttered bed, cluttered mind. It's the same logic as that laundry chair, but squishier. And every night, you end up playing Tetris just to make room for your actual body. Ergonomically, more pillows doesn't mean better support. It means waking up with a neck kink that makes you walk like a budget Batman villain. So pick your favorites, the MVPs of fluff, and send the rest off to retirement. Your spine and your sanity will thank you. Number 3, your TV. Yep, we're going there. I know. Don't take the telly. But hear me out. Falling asleep to Netflix might feel comforting, but it's basically inviting a noise gremlin into your REM cycle. Your brain hears the shifting volume, plot twists, dramatic screams, and goes, should I be paying attention to this? Is that a murder? Are we in danger? The result? Fragmented sleep, shallow rest, and dreams that feel like they were directed by a B-grade action movie editor. Even worse, people who watch TV before bed often end up staying up later, especially with autoplay. One episode becomes 5, and suddenly it's 2 a.m., and you're emotionally invested in a show about competitive pottery. Not to mention, blue light again? The screen glow tricks your brain into staying alert. It's like throwing a rave in your prefrontal cortex and wondering why it won't shut up. Bottom line, TVs in bedrooms are a trap, a comfy, binge-worthy, sleep-wrecking trap. Maybe give your brain a break and let your room be a screen-free zone for once. Yeah? Number 2, that one creepy decor item. Maybe it's a vintage doll. Maybe it's a painting of a Victorian child who looks like he collects souls. Maybe it's a weird sculpture your mate made and you felt too guilty to chuck. Whatever it is, you know it's cursed. You know it stares at you when you're not looking. And if you've ever woken up and thought, is that thing closer than it was yesterday? Yeah, time to yeet it into the bin of forgotten horrors. Science says that objects with eyes or humanoid features can trigger low-level anxiety while we sleep. Your primal brain doesn't care that it's just a knick-knack. It sees a face, assumes it's a threat, and kicks off the stress response like it's auditioning for Survivor Bedroom Edition. So do yourself a favor. If it gives off even a whiff of possessed heirloom, send it packing. Your dreams will be 30% less haunted, guaranteed. Number 1, open snack packets. You absolute gremlin. Look, no judgment. We've all smashed a Tim Tam or 3 in bed. But if your bedroom's starting to resemble a mini Woolies aisle, it's time for an intervention. Open food in your room is basically sending out a group text to every roach and mystery insect in the postcode. And once they RSVP, good luck getting them to leave. You've unintentionally opened Club Cockroach, and they're bringing their mates. But it's not just the pest problem. Crumbs in your sheets are evil. They turn your bed, your lovely, soft haven, into a scratchy sandbox of regret. Ever rolled over onto a rogue chip shard at 2 a.m? That's pain on a spiritual level. Plus, eating in bed trains your brain to associate the space with food, not sleep, which means you're more likely to get snack cravings at bedtime, and nothing says poor sleep hygiene like crunching Cheezels under the doona. So, unless you're keen on becoming a human buffet for the bug kingdom, maybe keep the bickies in the kitchen, yeah? That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.